Okay, pain to injuries before we start. Everyone good? Okay. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is Mobility Flow. It is an asanas-based class using mobility drills and fluidity for flexibility and mobility in the body. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. If your lower back or your hips are tight, please elevate, sitting up on some blocks or some blankets, and that'll make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine. I should take a cross-legged position. All right, let the palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Good morning, guys. And as you ground evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. Why don't you guys take like the two spots up in the front so you can see me well? Let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Apavitraha, Om Apavitraha, Pavitrava, Pavitrava, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopi Va, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Visyandraha, Visyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. Chin toward the right shoulder. Continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll the center. A few more rounds. And chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And one more giant circle. Chin back toward the chest. And then lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Let the hands support to either side as you sit up tall. Turn your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Come back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And come back to center again. Cross your shins again, but take the opposite shin on top, so this is your non-dominant crossing of the legs. Raise the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back to center, other side. Back to center again, legs forward and forward fold, grabbing your feet, ankles or your shins. If your hamstrings or your lower back are tight, you can always bend your knees as you take it forward. All right, take it back. Let's do 90-90. Left leg, 90 degrees, right leg, 90 degrees. So you want to measure out your left hip with your left knee, vertical to the side of the mat. Left knee with the left heel, shin, horizontal to the front of the mat. So that's 90 degrees, and then flex your feet to protect your ankle joints and your knee joints. Hands to either side of left leg, lengthy tall spine. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that neutral spine and hinge forward about 45 degrees, about halfway down. So you should start to feel a stretch to your outer left leg, outer left hip. Keep your left hand down for support. With your right hand, reach forward on your right fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, crawl the right fingertips further forward, tractioning your fingertips to the floor, and then you can lean forward a little bit more. So now maybe your belly and your lower ribs are beginning to make contact to the inner left thigh. So you should also feel more intensity to the outer left leg, outer left hip. Now, keeping your left hand supporting still, keeping your torso as is, you're going to walk the right hand to the left side, support with your left hand a little bit further back, rotate through the spine, inhale, lengthen, and then crawl the right fingertips even further out. So now you're getting into your right arm, right shoulder, into a twist. Now, if you have one more in you, you're going to take your right hand, walk even further to your left, adjust your left hand further back for better support. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl the right fingertips even further out. All right, begin to walk it back into center. Keep the legs as they are, and then counter twist to the right. Square back to center. Step the right foot down to the floor, and your heel should be about 2 feet away from you. Pivot to the heel. Then take both hands to frame your left leg once again. So you don't want your right arm to obstruct your right leg because we're going to roll the knee forward and back. So keep the hand close to the left leg. All right? When you're ready, roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back. Roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back. Roll forward, roll back. Roll forward, roll back. One more. Roll forward, roll back. Keep your right knee rolling back. Press your right hand to the inner right thigh and push that thigh away from you so you're getting stretched to the inner right thigh, inner right hip joint. And release. Take both hands to your left side. Draw the right knee forward. Lift the right foot off the floor. Draw the right knee forward. Reach your right heel back. Draw the right knee forward. Reach your right heel back 5 times. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Stay reaching back. And then start to swing the right leg all the way around. Seated spinal twist. Step the right foot down. You can draw the left heel in closer. Now, if you cannot take both seats down to the floor evenly, you can take the left leg extending forward. That'll be a lot easier for you to take the seated spinal twist. Right hand is behind you. Left arm is up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Back to center again. Let's take 90-90 on the second side. So extend both legs forward. Draw the right heel in, creating 90 degrees. Draw the left heel back, creating 90 degrees. So your right hip lines up with the right knee, vertical to the side of the mat. Right knee, right heel, horizontal to the front of the mat. And then you're taking 90 degrees. Same thing with the back leg. And flex your feet to engage your legs. Hands to either side. You're going to lean over to the right a little bit. Inhale, lengthen, neutral spine. On the exhale, keep that neutral spine. Lean forward about 45 degrees, so halfway forward. So beginning to stretch outer right leg, outer right hip. Keep your right hand on the floor supporting. Left arm reaching forward. You're on your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach the left fingertips further forward and draw forward as well. So maybe now your belly and your lower ribs are beginning to make contact to the inner right thigh. So maybe feeling also more intensity to the outer right hip, outer right leg. Now keep your right hand supporting. You're going to rotate to the right. Left hand reaching to the right side. Then adjust your right hand for better support. Inhale, lengthen. Then crawl the left fingertips further forward. So now you may be feeling less to the outer right hip, but more to your lower back on the left side. We're going to go a little bit deeper. Left hand moving even further to the right side. Adjust your right hand further back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl even further out. Twisting. All right, begin to walk it back in. Keep the legs as they are. And then counter twist to your left. Square back to center. Frame your right leg. Step the left foot down. The heel should be about 2 feet away from you. Pivot to the heel. Flex your foot. Hands to either side of the right leg. You're going to rotate your left knee forward and back. So roll the left knee forward. Roll the left knee back. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. One more time. Roll forward. Roll back. Stay rolled back. Left hand gently pressing your inner left thigh away from you. And release. Take both hands to the right side. Rotate your left knee forward. Lift the left heel. Draw the left knee forward. Draw the left heel back. Draw the left knee forward. Draw the left heel back. Forward and back is 3. Forward and back is 4. Forward. Back is 5. Stay there. Keep reaching back through that heel. And start to release. Draw back to center. Extend both legs forward. This time, separate your feet about mat swift distance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward, grabbing the inner feet, inner thighs, inner legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. All right, make your way back up. Let the feet go a little bit wider. Press your left hand to inner left leg. Reach your right arm out. Inhale, reach your right arm up. and exhale to the left. Inhale, come back up a little bit, release that action a little bit. Exhale, go a little bit deeper in a succession of 3. Inhale, release a little bit. Exhale, even deeper and stay. Stay with the side bend. Reach your right arm up and behind you with a half bind. Press the top of the right hand to your lower back and draw the front of the right shoulder up and back. So deepening the side bend as you rotate the torso upwards toward the sky. Re-extend the right arm up and overhead, and then come all the way back up to center. Right hand to inner right leg. Extend the left arm out. Inhale. Exhale. Side bend to the right. Inhale. Release that a little bit. Exhale. Side bend a little bit deeper. Release that action a little bit. Exhale. Side bend even more and stay. Then take the half bind. Left arm up and behind you. Press your left hand to top of the top of the left hand to your lower back, and then rotate the front of the left shoulder up and back in space. Re-extend the left arm overhead, draw back to center. Left hand to the floor, right arm forward, and bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left 5 times. Inhale, draw back. Make sure your spine is vertical. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Right hand goes to our left leg. Left hand adjusts further back. Re-lengthen and deepen the twist. Square back, second side. Right hand to the floor. Left arm forward, bend left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay there. Left hand to outer right leg. Adjust your right hand further back. Re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist deeper. Square back to center. Legs, if you can, go even wider. So this time I'll get you a side view. Go even wider. Hands, outer rotation, slightly behind you. Supporting with the fingers. Lift the chest, broaden the shoulders, gently looking up. So you want to spread across your pectorals, engaging your upper back by squeezing your shoulder blades toward each other. So you want to feel like you're expanding. Then come back to a more neutral position. Continue to find a slight upper back bend by drawing your shoulders back, and then start to lean, leading with the heart center forward. So try to keep a slight back bend. So try not to also roll forward and round. Keep a slight upper back bend. And lean with the heart center forward. Now once you reach your maximum, stay there. Take a few breaths. So for both Heather and Jeffrey, try not to lean with the chin. Relax your chin. Think about heart center forward. Alex, too, relax your neck a little bit. Chin, yeah. All right, if you have a little bit more in you because you've adjusted now, you've stretched out a little bit. With your hands forward, crawl the fingertips forward. And begin to work your hands back. With your hands to the inner thighs above your knees, pull up and your knees will bend. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Walk your feet slightly forward, grabbing the inner feet. or the threading the arms to the underneath your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can round your spine as much as you want as you take it forward into a forward fold. Inhale, roll it back up. Take the knees together. Down dog. Walk your hands forward and pedaling out the legs. All right, come back to stillness. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the right knee in toward the nose and round the spine, shoulders over your wrists, high up on your left tiptoes. Inhale, kick your right heel back. Let's do that 3 times. Right knee in toward the nose as you round. Inhale, kick up. Right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, stepping your right foot forward, low lunge. Then raise the arms up high, high lunge. So in your lunge position, you're balancing on your back toes. Okay? And then arms up high. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Stay here, and then lean the torso forward to a diagonal, like you're lunging forward. For 3, 2, 1. Draw all the way back up. High lunge. Ground the back heel. Open it up. Warrior 2. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee. Warrior 2. 3 times. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee. Warrior 2. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior 2. Flip the front palm. Reverse. Warrior. Right arm up and back. Side angle. Right arm to top of the right leg to modify, or the hand to the floor. We can touch down easily. Left arm reaching up. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back. Plank. Inhale 1 breath. Exhale lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras, coming up a little higher every time. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Belly, lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it for cobra pose. All the way down, child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Come up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. With your right hand, walk your right hand 1 handprint wider, 1 handprint further forward. On the inhale, raise your left elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 5 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Ivan, switch arms. Inhale, lift. Switch arms, Ivan. Thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Stay threading through. Let the left shoulder, left cheek come toward the floor as you twist. Inhale, back to center. Walk your hands back into hands and knees. I was trying to point out, Ivan, that you are on the wrong direction, but that's okay. Do the other side, okay? This time, left hand 1 handprint wider, 1 handprint further forward. Inhale, raise your right elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 5 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. 1 more. Lift and thread. This time, right shoulder, right cheek comes toward the floor as you deepen your twist. You can take the right arm to the floor. All right, press into left hand, lift back up. Walk it back to your down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose and round. Inhale, kick up. Left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, stepping your left foot forward, low lunge. Arms up high for high lunge. So you're balancing on your right tiptoes. And raise your arms up high and extend. Steadying your balance here. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Stay here and then lean the torso forward to a diagonal. So as you angle the torso forward, leading through the crown of the head forward, right heel strongly reaching back. Come back to vertical, arms up, ground the back heels, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Warrior two. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Warrior two. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Side angle, left arm to top of the left leg or the left hand to the floor, right arm up. Inhale all the way back up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras again. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, belly, lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher, belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher, full extension of your arms for cobra if you have it. Bending of the elbows if you need it. All the way down, child's pose. Feet towards the heels and fold. Then this time, roll the torso up, standing on your shins. You're going to tuck your toes under. Hands together in prayer, interlace, press your palms forward. On the inhale, you're going to lift and reach your palms up. On the exhale, lower almost all the way down. So you're still hovering as you reach your palms forward. Inhale, lift, can come up. Exhale, lower almost all the way down, palms forward. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, stay here, and this time arch back a little bit. Come to vertical, reach your arms forward, and then hover a little bit and hold. Lift back up this time. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, broaden your shoulders. Come back to vertical. As you lower the seat almost all the way down, you're going to reach your knuckles further back. Lift, release. You're going to take the hands, interlace with the opposite thumb on top. Draw the shoulders to open. Lift and gaze. Come to neutral. Lower the seat almost all the way down, and you're just going to hover. Again, broadening your chest. And release your hands. Walk your hands forward. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. You're still hovering. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist and touch the left arm, still hovering. Kick back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one. Take the left hand to catch your right wrist. Extend up and side bending to your left. Draw back up to center. Bend your right elbow. Left hand to right elbow again. Side bending to your left. Back to center. Extend. Right hand to your left wrist. Extend. Side bend to the right. Back to center. Bend your left elbow. Right hand to left elbow. Side bending to the right. Back to center, half bind, right hand behind you. Left elbow to the right knee, up and down 5 times. Inhale, lift up. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, lift. Elbow, right knee is 3. Inhale, lift. Elbow to knee is 4. Inhale, left. Elbow to knee 5. Stay there, and you can move your left hand to the right side and twist deeper. Inhale all the way up and around. Reverse warrior. Triangle. Lengthen out the right leg. Right hand to the top of the shin or to the floor. Left arm reaching up. Right hand to the shin, yeah. All the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Right foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Version 2 of your progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, and hold it. Belly, lower ribs stay on the floor. Press into your hands. Lift up a little higher. Belly, lower ribs stay away from the floor. Press into your hands. Lift up as high as you can. Now, once you have full extension of your arms, turn the cheek over to the right. Look past your right shoulder behind you, taking a rotation of your cervical spine. Back to center. Twist to your left. Look behind you past your left shoulder. Back to center again. Lower all the way down. Child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Dolphin push-ups. Forearms down. Kick the hands into a fist. Either wrap one hand over the other or interlace. It doesn't matter which, whatever you prefer. Then tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and push back into a dolphin. 10 times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back is 2. Inhale forward. Back is 3. Inhale forward. Back is 4. Inhale forward. Back is 5. Inhale forward. Back is 6. Inhale forward. Back is 7. Inhale forward. Back is 8. Inhale forward. Back is 9. Last one. Inhale forward. Back is 10. Lower the knees down. Down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist and touch your right arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior 1. Right hand catching your left wrist. Extend up. Side bending to the right. Take it back up. Bend your left elbow. Right hand to your left elbow. Again, side bending right. Back to vertical. Switch hands. Left hand catching your right wrist. Extend, side bend left. Back to vertical. Bend your right elbow. Left hand to your right elbow. Side bend left again. Take it up, half bind. Left hand behind you. Right elbow, left knee. 5 times. Right elbow to left knee. Inhale back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale back up. Right elbow, left knee is 4. Inhale back up. Right elbow, left knee. Stay there. You can release your right hand over to your left side and then deepen your twist. Inhale all the way back up and around. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Triangle, lengthen out the left leg. Left hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right arm reaching up. All the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras, version 2. Lift up, baby cobra, and hold it. Press into your hands, lift up a little higher, and hold. Press into your hands, lift up even higher. Staying here this time, you're going to look past your left shoulder first. Back to center, look to the right. Back to center, bend the elbows all the way down for child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. We're taking 10 dolphin push-ups again. If you're more advanced, a little bit stronger, and want to challenge yourself, it's going to be 5 on one leg, switch legs, 5 on the other. So it becomes a one-legged dolphin push-up. Or if you want to just take it simple, both legs to the floor. So your choice. All right, so setting up your forearms, wrapping with the other hand on top or interlacing with the other thumb on top. So you're non-dominant interlacing of your hands or wrapping of the hands. Lift back up into your dolphin. So if you're taking one-legged, left foot down, right leg up. You're going to take 5 and then immediately switch to the other side for 5. As you're ready, inhale forward. Exhale back is 1. Inhale forward. Back is 2. Forward. Back is 3. Forward. Back is 4. Forward. Back is 5. Switch legs. Forward. Back is 1. Forward. Back is 2. Forward. Back is 3. Forward. Back is 4. Forward. Back is 5. Both knees down. Down dog. Begin to walk your feet forward toward your hands. Come to the front of the mat. Once you get to the front of the mat, separate your feet about mat's width distance. Taking a twist here. Left hand comes to center, creating a tripod. Bend your left knee. Keep the right leg extended. Raise your right arm up to twist. Half bind. Right hand behind you to your lower back. Use the resistance of the hand pressing to your lower back to stack your shoulders more deeply. The floors are cold, huh? Alex, make sure both feet are pointing straight forward and your left hand to center, creating a tripod. There you go. Switch sides. Right arm up, right hand to the floor. Right hand to center, bend your right knee, extend the left leg, left arm up, and left hand behind you to deepen your twist. All right, releasing your left hand back down. With both hands supporting on the floor, bend the knees into a slight squat, not a very deep squat, a slight squat. Then, with your tail reaching back, lift the upper back and the head and the crown reaching forward. You're going to stay here. Then be light on your fingers and then reach your arms out to either side. Lift the torso about 45 degrees, so you're angling forward into a wide-legged chair with the arms out. On the inhale, lengthen, reach all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the arms out. Lengthen, reach all the way up. Bend, arms out. 5 times. Lengthen, reach up. Bend arms out, keep the spine neutral. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the knees, arms out. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the knees, arms out. Stay here. You're going to swim the arms back. Swim the arms forward. 5 times. Swim the arms back. Swim the arms forward. Swim back. Swim forward. Swim back. Swim forward. Last one. Swim back. When you swim forward, arms forward and lengthen all the way up into a slight back bend to neutralize. Come up to vertical, side bend to the right. Back to center, side bend to your left. Back to center, arms alongside, step the feet in. All right, so we're going to end up balancing on one foot. You're going to point the toes first. Foot is slightly off the floor, arms are out. You're going to semicircle, arc your leg side to side. We're going to take 5 to one side, 5 to the other, okay? So when you're ready, let's do that together. I just want to demonstrate that so you understand. Oh, watch for obstructions to the side of you, right? All right, stepping on the left foot, arms are out to counterbalance. Stepping on the left foot, point the right toes forward. So your foot is slightly off the floor. You're going to arc the right foot to the side and behind you. To the side and forward. Side and behind you. Side and forward is 2. Side behind you. Side and forward. Side behind you. Side forward is 4. One more. Side behind you. Side and forward. Stay there. You're going to tap your foot 5 times. Tap, 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 tap. Step the right foot down, walk it out, side to side. All right, so that's for balance and agility, also rotation into the hips. All right, second side, stepping on the right foot, counterbalancing with the arms. Lift the left foot, point the toes forward. You're going to angle the foot to the side and back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward. One more. Side, back, side, forward. Stay there. And they're going to tap, tap, 3, 4, 5. Step the left foot down, walk it out, side to side. All right, demonstrating again. This time, we're going to step on one foot, raise the knee, up and down 5 times, open to the side, up and down 5 times, then down, heel back 5 times, okay? So when you're ready, stepping on the left foot, arms to counterbalance, pick up the right knee, flex your right foot as well to engage the leg. You're going to lift and lower. 2, lower. 3, lower. 4, lower. 5, lower. Open out to right side. Lift and lower. 2, lower. 3, lower. 4, lower. 5, lower. Throw the knee down and rotate the hips to face forward, then heel back and lower. 2, lower. 3, lower. 4, lower. 5, lower. Release, step it down, walk it out, side to side. All right, when you're ready, counterbalance, stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Flex your left foot. When you're ready, lift, lower. 2, lower. 3, lower. 4, lower. 5, lower. To the left. Lift, lower. 2, lower. 3, lower. 4, lower. 5, lower. Draw the knee down, square up your hips. Left heel back, lower. 2, lower. 3, lower. 4, lower. 5, lower. Release. Walk it out, side to side. All right, this time we're going to take a regular tree pose. Stepping on left foot, pick up the right knee. Open up the knee to side, grabbing your foot, inner left leg, above the knee joint or below the knee joint if that's easier for you to balance. Then arms up and out and hold. All right, release, arms up, step the right foot down, walk it out side to side. All right, when you're ready, second side, stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Grab the left foot to the inner right thigh, above or below the knee joint. Arms up and out. All right, beginning to break. Step the left foot down, walk it out, side to side. All right, let's walk toward the front of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms, forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees as you take your hands down. Stepping your right foot back, crescent moon. Right knee comes down to the floor. If you need extra padding, you can fold your mat, right side towards center. We'll double up your mat. If you have other types of padding, take whatever you need. Hands to top of your thighs, lunge forward, get into the stretch of your right quads. Then press your hands into your thighs. And think about your belly drawing away from your thighs. So leaning the upper torso back, belly away from your thighs. You're gently looking up at an angle, not straight up, because when you're looking straight up, your back of the neck is crunched. If you look slightly forward, you're honoring the degree of your back bend without crunching the back of the neck. Once you're set with all that, arms up, Venus Mudra, index fingers pointing as you interlace all the other fingers. Now, if your shoulders are pretty open, you can maybe draw the arms behind the ears. If that's not available, arms straight up, straight forward, or out in a wide position, depending on your flexibility in your shoulders. Gary, make sure your left heel is flat on the floor so you're nice and balanced. There you go. Much more solidly balancing, right? Two more breaths. All right, beginning to release, hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under. Lift the knee and then lengthen over your left leg for pyramid. Now, to the best of your abilities, you can always bend your knees a little bit, right? If your hamstrings or your hips are tight. If you're able to fully extend, fantastic. If you have blocks, you can always use blocks to either side of the right foot or hands to blocks. Now, if you have only one block, right, Laura? You can take both hands to the inside of the foot with the block. Both hands to the inside of the foot. That's right. Then that way, you're much more supportive on both sides with your torso. Otherwise, one side is dangling and the other side is supported, right? Yeah, Lauren, if you widen out your legs just a little bit, or you take your stance a little bit wider, there you go. Then now you're much more squared, right? Whereas before, when you line up your heels, then it's a little bit wonky, right? One more breath. All right, we're going to transition from here into pigeon. So you're going to bend your left knee, ground the palms. Kick the left leg straight up and back into a three-legged dog and open up the hips, bend the left knee. Then re-extend the left leg. Draw the left knee in, land the shin to the floor for your pigeon. So standing on the left knee, left shin, angle out the left thigh, 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your right knee further back so you can lower your hips, untuck the toes. Walk your hands back, elongate through your spine. This is where you test. Are you level in the hips? If you're sitting down on one side, you're going to feel like you're falling off to one side, right? So you want to be level. Once you're set, feeling good, then you can walk your hands forward, forearms down, or make pillows with the hands. Three more deep breaths. Alrighty, let's break. Walk your hands back in, lift the torso back up. Tuck the right toes under and press it back to the down dog. Walk it out side to side. Right, once you're feeling pretty level and you're ready, second side. Raise your right leg up, stepping your right foot forward, left knee comes down. So crescent moon on the second side. Crescent moon, crescent moon. Crescent moon, stepping your right foot down. Right, once you're set up, lunge your hips forward, you're getting into the quad stretch. Then pressing your hands into your thighs and think about your belly drawing away from your thighs by leaning your upper torso back and then gently looking up at a slight angle. Respect to the back of the neck, keeping the integrity of that lengthiness. And then once you're set with that, arms up. Venus Mudra. Alrighty, let's take hands to either side of the right foot, tuck the left toes under, use your blocks if you need. You're going to lengthen over the right leg. All right, keep in mind, you want both hands to support evenly so that your upper torso, your shoulders, right, are level and fully supported evenly on both sides. If you're using blocks, hands to your blocks or books to your blocks. If you need to bend your right knee because your hamstrings are tighter, go ahead, bend your knees, and then looking to, incrementally lengthen the front leg the best you can. So you're working on the back of the right leg to lengthen. Right, Alex, take that foot, the bottle to the middle, to the inside of the right foot and use both hands evenly. Can you take both hands to the bottle? Yeah, okay. Best you can. Slight bend of the right knee if you need it, okay? And then just ease into that stretch. Okay. Use both hands if you can. Yeah, there you go. And that way, you're much more level on both sides, and you get the help that you need. Two more breaths. All right, we're going to transition from this into pigeon. So bend the right knee, ground the palms. Kick the right leg up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Then re-extend the right leg, draw that right knee in, land the shin to your floor. You're in a pointed toe position, standing on the shin. Right thigh is angling out 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your left knee further back, Walk your hands back, elongate, make sure you're nice and level in the hips. And then once you're set, make your way forward. Of course, right before we go into Shavasana is when the air conditioner kicks in. Sorry, guys. Two more deep breaths. All righty, beginning to make your way back up. Walking your hands back in, tuck the left toes under, and press back to the down dog and take lots of movement side to side. All right, when you're ready, walk your feet forward towards your hands, gently take your seat down, and then lowering onto your backs, recline twisting. Left knee comes in, right leg stays extended. Left arm out to a T or downwards alongside the hips. Maybe downwards alongside the hips is better so you can stay on your mat, and then twist to the right. The floors are a little bit cold right now. Draw back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. Alrighty, take it back to center, hugging both knees in. Then step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes are gently turning out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed, and let everything go. And gently start to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. And when you take your seat, let's take your non-dominant shin on top. So you can use your non-dominant side a little bit more. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through youbindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again. See you next time.